Hi, everybody. This is Cheryl A. Roman. This is my cyber training with Epiphany channel. Thank you for being here today. Um, so today I want to talk to you about some stuff I found on Amazon and some other tools that are good for people who are just coming into cyber. And if you've been here for a while, okay, this is going to be a short video, but I think I know these things are very important. But before I get to that, I wanted to let you all know that my book, Longing to Learn, is on Amazon. It's about bringing a sense of delight and freedom back to training and development in the workplace. Okay, now cyber training with Epiphany, right? This is actually what do you call it? So my main channel was Epiphany, which was just about learning in general. And then once I got into cybersecurity, I came over to cyber training. So this book is for any kind of learning. Okay, it's very short. It's only $2.99. If you get the Kindle version, $5 if for the paperback. It's very short, but it's very, very good, and it's full of pearls. Okay, so go ahead and get that. Now, let's get started with what I wanted to talk about today. Not that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now, for those of you who have jobs, whether it's in cyber right now or you're looking for a cyber job, okay, wherever you work right now, you have some kind of organizational chart, okay? And it probably looks a little bit like this, unless you're in some kind of a, free thinking organization or whatever. But chances are it looks a lot like this. You've got people at the top and they report to people and those people report to people and all of that, okay? This is what it looks like on paper, okay? But in real life, this is what's really going on in the organization, okay? You got people here, it says partner who really calls the shots. You see it says secret gay crush right there. What else does it say is going on in this organization? You got people whose kids go to the same school. You have people who are related, they're brothers. Oh my goodness. Somebody admires somebody else. Listen, there's a whole bunch of people stuff going on in organizations that happen outside, underneath, on top of, all up and through what the organizational chart actually says. You've got a lot of soft type things that are happening that have just as much impact on what you do as the policies and the procedures that you have written on paper, okay? Now, y'all know this. Y'all absolutely know this, okay? And the work still has to be done. Even if I can't stand your guts, I know that you've done something, that I don't agree with, or you don't like me for whatever reason, you don't want to work with me, you don't like my attitude, the work still has to get done, right? That's the thing. You still have to be able to navigate through this mess of feelings and emotions and the stuff we claim to keep at the door, but we don't. And that's the thing. It's not just the stuff inside the organization. You coming in there with some stuff on you, right? Because you got families, you got spouses and, girlfriends and boyfriends. That stuff is coming through them doors with you, okay? Every single day. And you got to navigate, you got to be able to do what you need to do to still get the work done and get it done well, all right? So what I'm going to show you now are some things that I use, okay, to help me navigate through the soft stuff. We already know we need the certifications, we need the books, we need the hands-on technical training. We know that, okay? I've talked about that. Everybody talks about that, okay? But let's talk about this, all right? This stuff that is just as, if not more important, okay, than what we call the technical skill, okay? So let me show you one of the things that helped me navigate, okay, through the mess. I love whiteboards, all right? So I have whiteboards. You can't see them in here, but they're in here and they're upstairs, okay, at the other computer that I sit at. I got to write stuff down, okay? And I need the markers with the different colors. Like I need to see what's in my head, All right. So whiteboards are really, really good for that. I got a really big one, it came with an eraser and all those magnets and stuff like that. It's really, really good. Okay. So if you don't have somewhere to really, write down your thoughts, and not just on pieces of paper, okay, because sometimes you can draw too. Drawing is very useful to get your ideas out, to get other people's ideas out while they're talking. So upstairs, my whiteboard is behind me, okay, behind my computer. So when I'm in a meeting or something, I'll pull it over to the side, and I'll go ahead and I'll take notes sometimes, or I'll draw something out, or I'll, just to be sure that I'm getting it right, from the people who are talking at the table. I need to be sure I'm getting everything there. So I love whiteboards. Amazon has all kinds of different whiteboards. Okay. So you don't have to get it from Amazon either, like wherever you want to get it. But whiteboards are something that help me navigate through the mess. Monitors. Now I know, SOC analysts and stuff, they have the monitors, the people who do all the Linux and all that, I don't do none of that. I write policy, okay? But I need more than one monitor in front of me, okay? Because, the other day I got an assignment and it was one project on like 3 different Excel spreadsheets. I'm like, girl, like why? What? So I had to look at 3 different things, to try to figure out what was going on to put it all together. And one thing I'm not going to do is spend any portion of my life, any measurable portion of my life, trying to find the right tab. Okay, who got time for that? I ain't got time for that. Okay, we're not going to do that. So monitors are very, very, very useful. And actually, when I'm done with this, I'm going over to the Best Buy to see if I can get another one. Okay, because they're just so useful, right? You got your tabs. You think that it's right there. Very, very good. So please go get a monitor. And for training too. I actually talked to somebody today about some training that we're going to do. And I recommended that she get an extra monitor, okay, because that'll be so much easier. All right. Now, another tool that I found was really, really useful is mind maps. Now, on Amazon, you'll see a mind map. It's for 2020 for the CISSP, okay? You can do a mind map for anything, all right? Especially when it comes to talking to so I talk to various people about the same project, okay? Because I got to get their perspective. I have to get their feedback. And sometimes these people that I talk to don't talk to each other, okay? So now it's up to me to try to connect those ideas. So I'm not doing extra work, all right? So, and mind maps really, really, really help to facilitate that. What do you call it? IT procurement, is a huge thing, right? There's a lot of moving parts there, right? So a mind map is something that I've been using to, as I hear these different ideas, okay, this is the main idea, okay, the IT procurement or the policy around IT procurement. Now, what's connected to that? Then what's connected to that? Okay, so you can use it for your training, like the CISSP. We did it, me and my partner did it for, what is that? The IT fundamentals, right? That the foundational CompTIA exam, the ITF. We did it for that, okay? You can do it for anything. He did it, and we worked on it together when he was working on the SSCP, the new version of the SSCP. We did a mind map for that, all right? So to get your ideas out there, even when you're studying, okay, or for the work you're doing, at work, go ahead and use a mind map, right? And not just for yourself, show it to other people and say, does this make sense? Does this actually go with this? Is this the way it's supposed to be? Now, listen, I did so mind maps and rich picture. I think I showed a rich picture on here before, but a rich picture is like a mind map, but you draw pictures. Okay, you draw people and buildings and, all other relevant things. I shared it with everybody, okay? They loved it. I mean, they just went like, oh my God, because we talk a lot, right? Our mouth is always running, right? We blowing hot breath on each other all day long. People tired of that, for them to see pictures, you know, of what we're talking about was just, it's refreshing and it's different. Okay. So go ahead and get you some mind. Now listen, this thing is $80. Don't do that. Okay. don't pay $80 for that. There's like mind map apps and all this other stuff. You know, I just wanted to show you how it can be relevant for the stuff that we do. And I can't get this bigger. You know, I try to get this bigger, but it won't get bigger for some reason, but that's okay. Now, I read a lot. I'm a reader. Okay. I'm not just somebody who reads books. Okay. I'm a reader. Like that is what I do in life. Okay. Is read. Immunity to Change is an amazing book that's about change management and why is it so hard, you know, for people, even when you know it's the right thing to do, even when you know you really need to make this change. Why is it so hard to do that? Any organization you're in right now, okay, you're going to have some changes happening. You know, reorganization is like a damn, you know, what is it about reorgs? When a new person comes in, you know, let's for what? You know, and then it doesn't even do anything, but make you have to learn new acronyms for the office that you're in. You know, I mean, it's anyway. Change has to happen. That's the one thing that's guaranteed is that some stuff is going to change. Okay, you need to be up on game. Okay, you got to know how to manage and navigate that stuff. All right, listen. You can be the smartest person in the room. You know all the damn Linux commands. You know, you're the programmer for programmers, or what. Your technical skill can be off the charts. Okay, but listen, if you cannot work with other people, if that's the environment that you're in, all right, to get things done, you're not going to go far at all. You're really not. You're really not going to go far if you can't work well with other people, right? And be able to, you know, not just lead them, but inspire them to do something, right? And inspire them to do something. And ain't nobody gonna listen to you if you don't have the right soft skills, you know, and it doesn't have to, you know, just be management that needs the soft skills. Even you down there, you know, the technical, very, very technical people, you still need some soft skills. I saw the most wonderful, and I'm gonna try to find it again and share it with y'all, but this guy, he did an amazing presentation about, he was talking about coding and the process y'all go through to have other coders check what you've done. You know, I forgot what that process is called, but he made it very interpersonal. He made a point of talking about, you know, interpersonal skills and really being able to take others' feedback and make it not feel like you being attacked. You know, when somebody says to you, you know, I don't think that's a good idea, or I think you should do it this way, you know? So it was very good. So not just this book, but go do something, okay, to first of all, discover what your own strengths and weaknesses are. There's a lot of assessments out there. The Myers-Briggs is one. What is that other one called? Hell, I forget. It's really good. But there's a lot of personality assessments out there. Some of them are even free, okay, that you can use to find out. You get your mind right, you know, get yourself together. All right. While we're getting all these certifications and stuff, okay. You know, get all that stuff, dress right, dress. So you're bringing all your tools to the table, okay, on the job. So the last thing I want to talk about is sometimes we need help. Okay, we just need help. You know, we don't understand how these people operate in this organization. I don't know why when I go to ask her this question, she get all up, you know, what, I don't even know this chick. Why is she, you know, acting all funny or whatever, or this guy, you know. Sometimes we need help. And I have to tell you, I was in government for 16 years. I wouldn't have lasted 16 weeks if it wasn't for my mentor that I found. Listen, I was ready to go. I'm like, what? Because it did not meet my expectations at all. At all. And I'm like, I'm not putting up with this man. Like, what the hell? You know, it was the mentor that I found that really, really helped me to understand what was going on and find my place in the organization and how I can really contribute. Okay, because we all want to do that. We all want to contribute. We all want to be known. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. All of that stuff. Okay, and when you feel like that's not happening, what do? You leave. You get the hell up out of there. Okay, but you don't have to. You know, sometimes you do. Sometimes it's like, you know, all y'all can go to hell. I'm getting up out of here. All right. But sometimes all you need is a mentor to really help you see what's really going on. You know, help you decipher what's happening. And once you see what's really going on, now you can have a more appropriate response. Okay, which may not be just to, you know, up and leave. All right. And I say mentoring because that is something I do. Okay. I do what's called precision mentoring. And if you're interested in that at all, my email is right here, ypifany@gmail.com. I'm very inexpensive. Okay. So, and you would just pay by CASHAPP. My CASHAPP is just $Epiphany, but we can talk about all that once you all contact me. So again, if you're interested in mentorship, anything to help with your soft skills, helping you to navigate the workplace, okay? Because once we get the job, that's good. Now, how long are you going to keep that? Okay, how long are you going to stay there? And stay there as a happy person that is actually contributing, not hating to go to work every day. All right. The last job I had before I moved into cyber was remote. It was 100% remote. And this is before COVID. Okay. I could not stand going to work in the morning. How can you not want to go to work when you got a remote job, child? That's how terrible it was. Okay. I didn't want to go to work for my remote job. Listen, you don't want to do that. That's no way to live. We spend years, decades of our lives at work. You don't want all that to be miserable. Okay. So, and mentoring helps. You know, mentoring absolutely helps. So, all right. So if you need a mentor, then reach out, get yourself some, start finding out what a mind map is, start using those, during mentoring sessions. We can go over that. If you have a project or something, we can think about how to mind map it. We can do all that stuff. Okay. I love writing on my whiteboard. Okay. And I think Zoom has a whiteboard tool in it as well. Right. So we can absolutely do that. So again, I'm Cheryl. This is my Cyber Training with Epiphany channel. Thank you for listening and being here. And I will be back later on this week with some cybersecurity news that you can use. Okay? I will see y'all later. Have a good evening. Bye.